I dumped my now ex-girlfriend Angie, who has disappeared after spamming my calls and text messages for weeks on end. It is today that she decides to show up at my job to talk about her issues. Seriously? Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are going to play La La Lu from Frogcake. Well, you've heard the synopsis already. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? So, let us get into it right now. Psychology. It's all you've ever wanted to do. Really? The study of humans and how they work. I had no idea that's what I wanted to do. Honestly, I've always been great at it. Reading people, you know. Was I? That's why you took to becoming a therapist, did I? You were an empath, a patient, kind-hearted person. Sure. I bet a lot of people can confirm that. No, they can't. Right? Yeah, sure. You said you were. Although that might be a lie. Well, not like it matter much. You did arguably one of the most colossal things ever. You dumped someone. I mean, it happens. Angelina. Angie, you would have called her if you were on the better terms. She needed serious help. The way she was acting after the fact, calling you non-stop, texting you from dead numbers. Until... How do you know it was dead numbers? Did I actually call her back? That's ridiculous. Dude, if it's a number I don't know, not calling back, not a chance. You want something, you better call again. Anyway, until one day she just stopped. Cold turkey. You were worried she... No, I wasn't. I didn't care. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't care. You didn't want to stress yourself further with useless thoughts. I mean, it's someone I dumped, so why would I care anymore? It didn't matter now anyways. Luis. You were on the clock. My name is Luis, okay. It will be okay. Alright. Big plus, a visual novel that has a clock with indicators. That's a rarity. That soft chime of the doorbell echoes through the hallway as you close the door behind your last client. You let out a sigh. The familiar scent of your therapy office greeting you as you step inside. The room is minimalist, yet inviting. You know what? I need to lower the music. Because there is stuff happening in the background. Yeah, there was laughter now, for example. You sit down at your desk, waiting for your 3 p.m. appointment. Yeah, I was thinking that it was 3 p.m. actually. Or more like hoping it was 3 p.m. Because what it was 3 a.m. And right on time, there they were. The first person to ask for you specifically without giving a name or medical history to the person booking their appointment for them. Oh boy. Dude. That's like literally... You know, you should have been alarmed. Or I should have been alarmed. Some people are just private like that, you guessed. But does the person walk through the door? Yo, I dumped her. I mean, she's kinda cute. Wait, this is animated. Let's go. GG. It's been on since we last saw her, but the memories flood back instantly. Sharp and vivid. Angie. She nods. A tight smile forming her lips. Her posture is guarded, her hands clasped together as if to keep her emotions in check. She looks different, perhaps more tired. I think the name should not be over here, given that it's not her saying that. It's been a while. Angie looked you in the eyes for a brief moment. Those desperate but soulless looking eyes that you hated. I don't mind them. What the heck? Thankfully, as soon as she saw your expression, she looked away. You gestured towards the armchair, keeping your tone professional despite the knot tightening in your chest. Please have a seat. She sits down, smoothing her skirt with a practiced motion. You take a moment to observe her, noticing the slight tremor in her hands, the way she avoids direct eye contact. Lou. You don't want to respond to that name. Louise, please, thank you. I feel like it would be like not the actual answer. It would be like, Dr. Louise, please. Yeah, probably more accurate. Not like I know. I've never been to like a psychologist, psychiatrist or anything like that. For considering how many visual novels I play, maybe I should. Louise? That is my name. Please call me by that, yes. What brings you here today? I need help. Things have been difficult, and I don't know who else to turn to. You note your own emotions swirling beneath the surface. This is not just any client. This is Angie, the woman who once held your heart. Right. I mean, again, you cut ties. It feels like she's clenching it in her hands at this very moment, but you push those thoughts aside, focusing on the task at hand. I'm here to listen, Angie. Dude, you just said she's not supposed to call you Lou, but Louise, right? Full name. Why are you not calling her by the full name yourself? Oi, that's not very professional of you. Oh boy, I feel like our MC over here is not able to erase her from her mind, despite breaking up. Interesting. Anywho, let's start from the beginning. Angie's voice wavers as she tries to recount fragments of her recent life. Her words disjointed and scattered. You notice her eyes dart around the room, never settling for long. Her fingers fidget with the hem of her skirt, a nervous habit you were unfamiliar with. I mean, maybe she got it. Angie, you can tell me more about what's happening. What specifically brought you here today? She shifts in her seat, her expression turning defensive. It's complicated. I just needed to see you. Her tone is distant, yet almost clingy, and you sense something is deeply amiss. She avoids your gaze, focusing instead on the plant behind her. Behind her? Okay. It's important for me to understand what you're going through so I can help you. When did you start feeling this way? She shakes her head, her hair falling into her face. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Can't we just talk like we used to? The desperation in her voice tugs at your heart, but you maintain your professional demeanor. This isn't just a casual conversation, it's a session and she needs your help. Does she fall? Angie, I'm here for you, but I need you to help me understand. We can talk about anything, but it's more to get to the root of what's bothering you. She bites her lip, as if weighing her words carefully. I miss how things were. Can't we pretend just for a little while? What? No, I mean, we are not together. Also, you don't go back to your exes. Okay? Never. Angie, we can't just talk about the past. I need to understand what's happening now. What's really going on with you? Her eyes flash with frustration, her earlier vulnerability giving way to something sharper. Why do you keep pushing? Can't we just talk? Like lovers? You shake your head, feeling a pang of guilt at the frustration creeping into your voice. We can't, Angie. I'm your therapist, not your girlfriend apart. I'm a female character? I had no idea. Whoopsie. I need to know what's happening to help you. When did you start feeling this way? Her hands clench into fists, her knuckles whitening. She glares at you, her composure slipping. Her eyes narrow, and for a split second she looks almost predatory. The air in the room feels charged, her presence suddenly overwhelming. Her breathing becomes slightly erratic, her gestures exaggerated. Why can't you just be with me like we were before? Why is this so difficult for you? There is an unnatural edge to her voice, something you can't quite put your finger on. Angie, it's important that we work through this properly. I'm here to help you, but we need to take this step by step. She slams her hand down the armrest, the walls jarring in the otherwise quiet room. Step by step! I don't have time for steps, I need to understand now! The desperation in her voice borders on hysteria, and her behavior is becoming increasingly unsettling. You've seen many clients in distress, but this is different. Angie, I need to calm down. We're in this together, but you have to trust the process. Her eyes flash, and for a moment they seem almost too bright, too intense. She stares at you, unblinking. She just blinked. I'm trying to understand, Angie, but you need to help me by being clear about what you're experiencing. Her frustration peaks and she stands abruptly, her movements jerky and disjointed. This is pointless. You're just like the others, always talking about, but never really listening. Something isn't right. Her behavior, her words. Angie, please sit down. Let's take a moment to breathe and collect our thoughts. She whirls around to face you, her eyes almost glowing with an intensity that makes your skin crawl. You... Uh-oh. Now we are talking dead eyes. You're so limited, so bound by your own perceptions. You force yourself to remain composed, to keep her engaged without escalating the situation. I'm here to help, Angie, but I need you to trust me. We can figure this out together. Trust? How can I trust you when you don't even understand the basics of what I need? The words hang in the air, and you realize that you're dealing with something far beyond a simple emotional crisis. There is a depth to her disorientation. Are you getting paid enough to deal with this? You're too far in back out now? Not really, I mean that's a first visit. Help me see things from your perspective then. For a moment she hesitates. Maybe I expected too much. Maybe this connection is more complex than I thought. What connection? Her words are cryptic, but you latch onto them. Let's start from the beginning. What do you feel is the most pressing issue right now? She sighs, then the sound almost mechanical. Everything. Nothing. I don't know, it's all so fragmented. Her disorientation is palpable, and you sense that there is more to her confusion than she's letting on. But for now you have to focus on keeping her talking. We'll take it one step at a time. I'm here for you, Angie. We'll figure this out together. Maybe. The words seem to calm her, at least for a moment. Whoo, lucky! I need help understanding people. How they feel, why they feel. It's all so confusing. You lean forward, trying to bridge the gap between you. Emotions can be complex. But you're feeling them too, Angie. Your anger, frustration, those are very human responses. They show that you can feel. Shakes her head vehemently, her hands clenching and unclenching. It's not the same. You don't understand. Angie, I can see that you're struggling. But feeling confused, angry, and frustrated are all parts of the human experience. They show that you're engaged, that you care. She slumps back into the chair, her shoulders sagging as if the weight of the world is pressing down on her. Caring. Yes, I'm trying to care, but it feels disconnected, like I'm mimicking something I can't quite grasp. Sometimes emotions can feel overwhelming and hard to understand. Her eyes dart to yours, filled with a strange mixture of hope and desperation.
How do you connect with someone? How do you know what they are feeling? How do you make them feel?
Feel. Oh, the way she's made you feel. How was she not aware of it?
How do I make you feel?
You couldn't answer that. Connection comes from empathy, from truly listening and trying to understand the other person's perspective. It's about shared experiences, trust, and sometimes just being present.
Answer my question, Lou.
There they are, those dead eyes, once again. No, Angie. If you can't focus on the session, we'll have to cut it short.
Fine, continue.
You don't give her any further reaction, moving back into professionalism. Let's say empathy. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes, feeling what they feel. It can be challenging, but it's a key part of forming real connections. Feeling what they feel. On the other hand, this is just, imagining what other person might be feeling, not actually feeling the same way. I feel at least like that.
But what if you can't feel what they feel? What if it's just hollow?
Her voice drops to a whisper. Well, it's about practice, about patience. Sometimes understanding emotions takes time. It's not always immediate or easy. She looks at you, her eyes reflecting a deep, unfathomable sadness.
Time. Patience. I know if I have enough of either.
You feel a pang of empathy for her, even as a lingering unease coils around your heart. Good, even now we know deep down that you still care for her. No? You have more time than you think, Angie, and I'm here to help you through this step by step. Her gaze softens.
Thank you. I just want to understand, to feel like I belong.
You offer her a reassuring smile. We'll work on it together. You're not alone in this. She nods, the gesture almost robotic in its precision.
Together. Yes, that's what I want.
Angie pauses, then leads forward.
Let's kill someone. Together.
For a moment you reassure you misheard her. The words hang in the air, and you feel a chill run down your spine. What? What did you say? Her eyes gleam with a strange, almost manic light, and she smiles, a chillingly serene expression.
If we do something extreme, something that forces us to feel deeply, we'll understand each other better. I know someone who won't be missed. It will be our secret, our bond.
You stare at her horrified. This is beyond anything you could have anticipated. Your mind races as you try to process her words and maintain your professional composure. Angie, that is not something we can do. It's not safe. And it's not right. She frowns, the smile fading, replaced by a look of genuine confusion. Right now also I'm texting my secretary to call the police. Right? Right?
Why not? Isn't that how you truly understand someone? By sharing the most intense experiences? Don't you want to feel that connection with me? Don't you love me?
You swallow hard, trying to keep your voice steady. Angie, that is not how human relationships work. We don't need to do something harmful to understand each other. There are other ways. Safer ways. Her eyes narrow, and for a moment you see something almost predatory in her gaze.
You're afraid. I can see it. But fear is just another feeling, isn't it? Shouldn't we explore all our emotions? Even the dark ones? Come on.
You take a deep breath, trying your damnedest to maintain your composure in the face of her increasingly erratic behavior. But you couldn't. There is something wrong. Something horribly wrong. But before you could stop yourself, you spoke. Are you crazy? Oh no, you are crazy. Okay, am I crazy? You know what? I'm gonna say first one. You're crazy, girl! You're crazy, crazy, very crazy! What the hell, Angie? Angie's eyes delayed. A lot more than normal. A lot less than a human. You are
so difficult. This will not do. This will not work. It should have.
Angie lunges over the desk quicker than you could react, pulling out a knife from her bag.
Yeah. You.
She shouts, attempting to attack you as you hastily defend yourself.
You've made a mistake screwing over not just her, but me too.
Huh? What do you mean, her?
Angie, Angelica, Angelina, whoever she was.
What? The knife gets closer.
You traitor, you weirdo. Are you less human than I am? She's no more. The girl you is not real, not a person anymore.
But you're her.
I'm not, and you.
Angie gets more irate, putting more force into her attack.
You heard me right. Angie's dead. You're so stupid. I thought you'd help me, or at least...
The being's words drawn out as you weaken against their attack. You feel sick. Angie is dead. It is not possible. She was so strong. So... Wait. Why do you care? Why do you... Fine. What was our choice over here? Press her or play pretend. Alright. We could play pretend, but let's do am I crazy? Am I going insane? I can deal with this! I'm not equipped though!
I understand now. You don't have to be. I don't have to be.
What?
We're in the same boat. You and I, we are not real humans, people, whatever you want to call those that surround us.
What's she saying? It makes sense to you. None of this made sense to you.
We're made for each other. Well, at least, remade to be for each other. Come here, my love.
Angie sat down next to you, but you didn't face her. You couldn't face her. You buried your head in your hands. What was wrong? What is even going on? She wasn't herself. But more importantly, you aren't. I guess the end. So it's either killed or be killed. Wait, killed or be killed? Kill or be killed, basically. No. Not kill and be killed. Whatever. Anywho, interesting game, not gonna lie. I mean... But again, my belief is, in general, even though it didn't really happen over here, but never go back to your ex. Never. Not a good idea. Never a good idea. Good game though, not gonna lie. It was released 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Of course, link in description as per usual. Made by Frogcake, who released quite a few games from what I see, so there is maybe more to come onto the channel. And also, go and play the games yourself as well. Dude, I don't know how to feel about all of this. I mean, imagine being like a psychologist or psychiatrist. There is a little difference, yes, but you know, one of those professions. You ended a relationship and your ex is like coming to you to seek professional help, supposedly. That would be so uncomfortable in the first place. On the other, I would say definitely shows the craziness of the other person. Given the fact Angie over here, like, literally sick to the appointment with flu. Yeah, that is nuts. That is indeed nuts. I mean, to be fair, that's about all I can tell. Overall, cool idea for a game, not gonna lie. Cool idea for a game. Definitely would not want to go through something like that in real life. Luckily, I don't think I will have to. Ever. Well, who knows what will the future bring for, but at least so far, nothing like that ever happened. Yay! Actually, you know what? With this game, I could also reveal a little bit about my... One of the reasons, to be fair, why I dislike childhood friends, and how actually the crazy girlfriend, ex-girlfriend over here, right? Her name kind of contributed to my dislike to childhood friends as well. It was not this crazy, though. Also, it was on my childhood, yes. Fine, I'll tell you. Basically, a certain person was into me. I wasn't into that person in the slightest. Like, I literally didn't like that person. And at some point, she told, you know, she spread the news through the school that I'm supposedly dating her. When I heard that, I literally blew up like crazy. I literally like... I mean, I was, again... how old I was? I was like 13. It was in primary school, actually. Last year or whatever. 13 or 12, who cares? I blew up, like, calling her names and so on, and I got in trouble for that with the homeroom teacher of mine. But who cares? But, well, at least I was lucky enough that me blowing up like that, being pissed and so on, literally showed people that what she said was not true. So yeah, you could say that she was crazy, yeah. I'm glad I avoided that. Again, I never liked that girl, so yeah. It was absolutely the opposite way. I actually disliked her, so... Maybe that's where my dislike for childhood friends comes from as well. Yeah, she wasn't even my friend, but whatever. Anyway, I guess there is something about the name Angie, I guess, that is very suspicious. And I guess maybe there are quite a few of them that are crazy. So watch out. If your girlfriend is named Angie, maybe run for your life. A lesson for today. Anyway, lalaloo. Hope you enjoyed. We'll end it for today. Tomorrow I guess we'll play some other game. I have a few on the desktop, so I'll be prepared. Be prepared. And hopefully you'll join me tomorrow as well. I wish you all a wonderful day. And again, if you have a crazy girlfriend or boyfriend, run. Have a great day. Bye bye.